It feels like ages since I've seen you.
I know, it has been a very long time. Unfortunately, sometimes our lives get so complicated we don't even see our favorite people anymore. Sit down.
Thanks, hon. You know, you have been so much on my mind, Vicki.
I'm very glad you were home when I called. Although I was very intrigued about this New Age retreat you went to. Why'd you leave so suddenly?
Probably because of your pa-in-law's inability to adapt to anything that's different from what he's accustomed to.
But Renee, quite frankly, the idea of Asa Buchanan and a New Age anything is mind-boggling.
I know that now. Oh, Lordy, I thought he'd try to get something out of it, enjoy himself. My folly. But let's don't talk about that hours on end. I think you have more important things to talk about. Honey, I've heard about your difficulties with Clint and Roger.
And the Buchanans are circling the wagons, are they?
I think Roger is probably hopping mad because Asa hollered at him when he told him to hang up the phone.
What?
When he called the banner to talk to you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Roger never mentioned it.
Oh, great. Good work, Renee. Roger probably didn't say anything because it didn't mean that much to him. So I go and shoot my mouth off. Please, forget everything I just said. Believe me, it is not important. Honey, just tell me how I can be of help in all this mess.
Well, I want to do something that's going to change matters with Clint. But I don't know if I should, and I want your opinion.
Oh, look, Deborah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out my wife. Lord knows I haven't been able to do it yet. I don't know what makes me think I could do it now.
Well, maybe she'd planned to come home before the prosecutor sent her the subpoena, and that's why she didn't mention it in the telegram.
I don't think so, Deborah.
Or perhaps Herb Callison swore her to secrecy so that she wouldn't be influenced by you, Gabrielle, or John Russell.
I wouldn't put something like that past Herb. I mean, why else would Tina deliberately not tell me about her having to testify? Excuse me a second. Herb? Excuse me, can I ask you a question?
Of course, sure.
It's about why you asked Tina to come in and testify against Gabrielle.
I can't endure this torture unless I know that your love is going to be there for me at the end. Do I even have a life that's worth fighting for?
This isn't the time to talk about this.
Oh, God. Max, I've just been through hell. I need some answers from you, otherwise
Otherwise what? Please don't do this to me, please. Don't. You're gonna quit?
I can't take this responsibility. It's not fair. I told you. I have very deep feelings for you.
Deep? Well, are they deep enough for us to have a future?
No. Don't put me on the spot, please. Please. This love I have for you is not going to end when this trial is over, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, you know that picture that Al drew of the three of us together and we're holding hands? Oh. During the worst moments of being on that stand, I would see that. I would see the three of us together. Do you think that's possible? Do you think we could be a family?
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
I can't see into the future. I don't have a crystal ball.
All you have have to do is look into your heart. You'll
It's
find
not
the
that
answer.
simple. Please don't pressure me about this.
I'm sorry to pressure you, but oh God, I've got to know if I have a future or not. Is it going to be the terrible kind of freedom that I had before, or are you going to be part of it as well as Al?
I can't make any kind of commitment. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't.
What does that mean? Does that mean, no, you don't love me? You could never love me enough to make a commitment? Or does it mean that you just need time? That there is a possibility that we do have a chance, that there really is reason for hope?
Herb. You're not going to deal with Tina as a criminal in all this, are you?
At this point, I have no plans to institute charges.
Yeah, but what happens if she gets her up there on the stand and she says something to incriminate herself?
We'll have to see about that. Listen, I've got to finish up here.
Whoa, wait a minute here, Herb. I know enough about the law to know that she can get herself a lawyer and she can get immunity before she goes up there to testify.
Accord, Tina should have come back here immediately after I called her. She should have hired herself a good lawyer and dealt with the legality. She chose not to do that, and that's all there is to it.
No, that's not all there is to it, Herb. Now, come on, you're not going to lock up the mother of my child for a crime that she didn't commit, that somebody else did. Now, if I want to, I can go out and get a lawyer right now, and he can keep Tina from going up there. He'll just file a motion, and she won't have to testify. And then we delay this whole trial, the one you got going on now, and it goes on for weeks.
Yes, I'm very aware of that. McCord, I am not in a position to grant Tina immunity. Now, that's something Judge Carlin can do if he sees fit. I'm waiting to see him. I'll bring it up.
No, you're going to do better than bring it up, Herb. You're going to go in there and request that she get immunity before she ever takes that
Well,
stand.
there are a number of
Excuse
factors...
me, Mr. Callison. The judge is ready to see you now.
Oh, thank you, Sam. I'll discuss it with him, Cord. That's all I can promise.
Well, maybe I better go along with you, Herb. Make sure he knows my point of view on this.
Don't do it, Claude. Or you'll be the one facing the charges.
Well, Vicki, I'll certainly try to be objective, something I think is sorely lacking in the Buchanan family.
I want to call Clint in Arizona and tell him I love him and beg him to come home.
But, honey, I think that's wonderful. Well, why do you need my opinion about that?
Because I don't know if I should do it. Bo told me that Clint went out there because he wanted time to himself. He needed time to clear his head and think things through. I mean, I demanded time to myself. Do I have the right to interfere with his time alone?
Well, Vicki, I think honey, it's kind of different here. I mean, Clint is feeling very insecure. I think that's why he's behaving the way he is. And if you tell him that you love him and you want him to come home, that may be all that man needs. Not time and hanging out in the wide open spaces.
But what if he feels that he's been treated badly? What if he doesn't want to come home?
Vicki, as I understand it, he's the one who's been out of line here. I mean, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Accusing Roger of trying to take you away from him? And didn't he hit him? No, he's the one who's behaving badly here, and I think that forced you to move away from him. Vicki, am I wrong about that?
I don't know. I really don't know. Certainly my running off to the mountain cabin, hiding up there, refusing to talk to him, I wouldn't even take his phone calls. That constitutes some pretty bad treatment. I mean, Clint must have been feeling pretty lousy to run away to Arizona. Roger told me that he doesn't think Clint and I have much of a marriage left. And it hit me that he's right. We don't have much of a marriage left. The kids are even wondering whether we're going to get a divorce.
Vicki, what do you think brought all this about?
Oh, it's my past with Roger. It's the fact that I used to love him once. Clint can't deal with that. He sees Roger as this ever-present threat to him, even though I have told him over and over again that I'm not going to throw my husband away for some man that I loved 25 years ago.
I am really happy to hear you say that, Vicki, because I just knew that Ace and Clint were overreacting.
Yes, they are overreacting, and I know that. The thing is, I can't go on like this. I can't. You know, Clint and I have spent so many years working together and living together and sharing things together, that this floating free, being separated, it's just no good. It's no good at all. And that became so clear to me today after the press conference when Roger and I were talking.
Vicki, darling, I need to ask you something. And it doesn't come from anything that you're saying. It's just something I'm picking up from you.
Well, ask me anything, please. I am trying very hard to be as honest and as clear as I can.
Vicki, do you think that you need Clint to be at home because in his absence, you're drawn closer to Roger? Do you need Clint to be a buffer between you and Roger?
Clint, we've just been threatened.
What? What do you mean we've been threatened? By whom? For what?
For just being here. The guy's name was Taggart. You know him?
Never heard of him.
Well, he's heard of you. And he's heard of Michael Grand. He sounded real bitter, talking about how the people around here were better off before the Easterners showed up.
Easterners? And he threatened us, did he?
Well, he called it advice. He told me to tell you to leave, go back where you came from. But he sounded his tone was real threatening.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe we ought to look up this Mr. Taggart fella, you know? Have a little chat with him. Maybe if I tell him what I have in mind, maybe he'll cool down.
All right, you reach your wife?
No, I'm decided to wait on that for a while. I figured the best thing to do right now is stay out of each other's hair.
No, I don't think so, no. Roger's a very attractive man, and I have very deep feelings for him, but I'm not going to have an affair with him just because my husband is out of town.
No, but it's a heck of a lot easier to fall into one if Clint isn't here. Look, I'm not saying that you will. I'm just thinking out loud of stories I've heard about people who were unable to resist one another after a certain point.
I can resist, Renee, and so can Roger. You know, Roger is such a good man. He is so honorable. He's so decent and strong. And the way Clint and Asa treat him, it is deplorable.
I am not going to try to defend Asa and Clint. But, darling, you were speaking just now with such passion about Roger. If you talk to him about that way with Clint, it must scare him a little. I mean, it kind of scares me.
Why? All I said was he's a good man, and he is a good man. My God, I've told Clint so many times I love him. I'm going to be with him. He's my husband, my marriage, my family is sacred to me. How many more times do I have to say it to get you to believe me?
Vicki, why do you need to talk to someone about getting your husband home unless you have emotional turmoil about asking him to come home?
I have turmoil because Bo told me that he needed time on his own. That's why I want another opinion.
Darling, I am talking about an inner confusion. Inside where you live with your secret desires, and I am including sexual longings.
Oh, Renee.
No, listen. We both know where I come from, honey. I know more than most women do. And forgive me for being blunt about lusting after others. And I'm not being judgmental. I just think you have to be very honest with yourself so that, God forbid, someday you aren't ambushed by your own desires.
Well, listen, we're not talking about lust here, all right? We're talking about a rift between me and my husband that has gotten totally out of hand.
All right, then. Call your husband. Ask him to come home. And cut out your activities with Roger on the centennial celebration, or at least limit them to a minimum.
Well, that's what I was thinking of doing.
Good. I think that'd be good for you. I think it'd be good for Clint. And it'll be much easier if you don't see Roger.
You're acting as if I don't have a relationship with Megan.
Of course I know that you have a relationship with Megan, but...
For what? You think because I've realized this love for you that I don't love her? I do love her very much.
Okay. Don't bother say any more. I have been a fool to think that we had a chance. I mean, my God, we don't. And I will probably find out, but you and John rehearsed that brilliant moment on the stand where you told everybody that you had deep feelings for me.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know.
I didn't make that up, but I can't give you answers to things. for solidarity.
I've got
I can't give it to you. I can't answer these questions with a yes or no. I can't.
I have a question. You can say yes or no to this. Do I have as good a chance as Megan?
Oh.
See? When am I gonna learn not to be such an idiot?
I am not a prize to be won. And really, I am not worth all this.
Oh, God, yes, you are. Are you trying to tell me that she doesn't have a strong hold on you anymore?
Let's just say that she has a very good grip on me. But who knows what's going to happen in the future, and I mean, you may even get over your feelings for me.
Never. Never. I'm one of those people that only has one true love in their lifetime.
Miss Medina, I'm sorry, but it's time to go back to the jail.
Yes, Sheriff. You've been very patient.
I'll give Al your love.
Yeah. I've made a request to the judge to visit with Al again sometime soon.
My place?
I hope so. I don't think the jail visiting room is a good place for him, and I don't know if the judge is going to... It does hurt to ask, right?
It would be terrific for Al.
For us too. Am I going to see you tomorrow before the trial?
Maybe, I don't know.
Miss Medina?
Please. Please.
I'll try.
Oh, God, I love you.
Well, I was eavesdropping. Actually, I wasn't really. I just went to the court to find Max, and there he was talking to Gabrielle. So I went to go up to them, and the sheriff stopped me, so I stood there waiting for them to finish their conversation. Well, Gabrielle was pushing Max to tell her about the future. Did she and Max and Al have future together as a family? I mean, Max didn't exactly say no.
Megan, will you take a minute, take a few deep breaths, calm down? You're going to hyperventilate and fall over. Now, listen, are you quite sure that Max wasn't just trying to be very careful not to hurt Gabrielle's feelings? I heard the radio on the way home, you know. Herb was very rough on Gabrielle today.
Vicky, it's as much what I saw as what was said. Maybe Max loves me, but I am telling you, that woman has a hold on him. And it's not just their son. You should have seen her when he touched her, there was electricity going on there.
Did Max know you were there?
No, I ran out before I had a chance to talk to him. He had every chance in the world to tell her that there was no future for the two of them, and he didn't. My God, I was waiting for him to go and ask her to move in with him. I just couldn't take it. I just left. I don't know what to do anymore.
I'm sorry, honey.
You know, I have got to stop feeling sorry for myself right now. I have to think clearly about Max. I don't know, maybe I should just leave town. Let Gabrielle have her little family.
What? Why?
She is never going to stop. That woman is never going to stop, even if she is put into jail forever. For the rest of her life, she's not going to stop. She's this plague in Max's life, this sickness that just eats away at him and eats away at him.
Okay, Megan, stop it. Stop it, darling. The way you talk, you're giving her so much power, when in reality, she has very little power. She's desperate. She's taking Max's pathetic little admission of love, which was forced out of him on the witness stand, and she's doing her damnedest to make something out of it.
Yes, I know that she's trying to twist it all into a future for herself and Max.
Exactly. Honey, if you can see that, then why are you so upset about this?
Because Max loves her. That's a fact.
Well, yes, of course. All right. I want you to forget everything I said to you earlier, okay? Because you were right. I was talking about my situation. Myself and your father and Clint.
So what does that mean? You understand, Max?
Yes, I do understand, Max, but I also know that there is only one true love. In my case, it's Clint. It's not your father. And in Max's case, it is you. It's not Gabrielle. I want you to stop all this gibberish, this nonsense about running away and leaving Max for Gabrielle, and go out and fight for him, so there is not a doubt in his mind as to what his choice is.
I don't know about you. I've had enough of this courtroom for today. What do you say we just go on? Oh, wow, wait a minute. I am sorry, Deborah. Here I am going off on Tina, and I have forgotten what kind of a hell this has been for you today.
Well, my mother's been charged with being a common thief and a liar, and my sister's been accused of stealing babies. I don't know what makes you think I've had a bad day.
Well, I'm glad at least you have still got your sense of humor.
Well, listen, are you going back to Lanfair now?
Yeah.
Well, would you mind if I came with you?
No.
I just think that you and I both need to relax, and I've got an idea about something that might help.
Oh, really? Well, that sounds very interesting. I think I'll take you up on that. Come on. Max. Hi. How you doing, Deborah?
Okay, under the circumstances. How's Gabrielle?
It's like you, okay.
How about yourself, Max?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Oh, Max, you look exhausted.
Deborah, would you mind going over to Lanfair and meeting me there?
Fine.
I think I'd like to talk to Max for a bit. Kind of worried about you, pal. I mean, where's that Max Holden's sense of humor? Lift you up out of the doldrums, huh?
Oh, please. I wish I could find something funny about this court. I really do. Ever since I got up on that stand and said that I love Gabrielle, I've been put through the shredder. Gabrielle wants to make more of it than there is. Megan is making more of it, so she's killing her. I keep trying to tell her that I love her and that my love for her is different. And just because I care for Gabrielle, it doesn't mean I'm going to desert her.
And Megan's having a hard time buying that, huh?
Megan, she hides her insecurity very well, but when you hit it, it runs so deep. And Gabrielle, she's ready to pick out drapes for when she and Alan and I move in together. I can't, I'm doing my best not to upset her or hurt her while this trial's going on, but it's just not in the cards, Cord.
Well, Max, I don't think you have any big worry there. Because there's no way that Gabrielle's going to be found innocent.
You mean temporarily insane?
Whatever, Max. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
How the hell do you know that, Cord?
I know that because I've been watching the jury. They're not buying a word of this. And once Herb puts Tina up on the stand, that's it.
Damn it, Cord, you're wrong. She's not going to Statesville. I don't care if I have to bomb the damn place. She's not going there.
I think I'm starting to understand Megan's concern about your feelings for Gabrielle.
Bo, you sure you can get Sarah over here tonight? Oh, great. Can't wait. Oh, Renee just walked in. I'll fill her in on this. 7:30? Good. See you then. Where do you hear this, Renee? Why are you looking so troubled?
Oh, it's called deep thought, Asa.
Thinking about the baby you want?
No, I was thinking about something else. Why? What about the baby?
Well, if you weren't thinking about it, it doesn't matter.
No, tell me. What about the baby?
Well, I don't want you believing I put it completely out of my mind. I have been thinking about the subject of the baby.
You have?
Oh, Lordy, look at her face lighting up like a little kid peeking under the tree Christmas morning.
Well, I know it's absolutely crazy. At my age, me wanting a baby.
I'll say you threw me for a loop. But it doesn't mean I don't appreciate your maternal feelings. I mean, I see the warmth and concern you have for people. My family, my friends, even strangers. Hell, you got me giving more money to charities now.
Honey, it's not because I'm feeling needy. I mean, you have made more of my dreams come true than anyone, but it's just a feeling of wanting to be more fulfilled, more complete.
I understand that. You even want to be more happier than you are. And I'm going to make that happen.
You are? What do you mean? How?
Sit down. I'll be right back with your bundle of happiness.
Asa, You don't have a baby in this basket.
Yep.
What? Oh, it's a puppy.
Prettiest little puppy you'll ever find. And Renee, she needs all your maternal love.
Yeah. Oh, hello, sweetheart.
Megan, Gabrielle's needs are very real right now because she is in a whole lot of trouble. She has dug herself one very large hole, and it's very hard for her to find the way out.
What, and so Max is digging her out of that hole now?
Yes, it's exactly what he's doing because she's Al's mother. You know, honey, I've known Max a long time, and his instincts about people are pretty good. I think what he's doing now is giving Gabrielle something just so that she can survive.
Well, does that include saying that he loves her on the witness stand?
Yes, it may very well include that. He's constantly reiterating to you that you're the one he really loves, isn't he?
Oh, well, why can't I hang on to his love when he's not with me? Why is love so difficult?
I don't know. Why is love so difficult? I have to tell you something. This conversation with you has certainly helped me a lot. I've been able to see things now from Clint's side. I think, in a way, Roger is the Gabrielle in his life.
Yeah. Although I wish that you and Dad... Well, I just wish that everybody wasn't so unhappy. I wish everyone could be a little happier. Oh, look, I should go. Go and do something with myself that proves that I'm confident in Max's love and that I'm not afraid of that little witch.
Good. And even if you don't have that something to do, please don't run and hide, all right? Don't let a hurt fester because it makes intimacy impossible. It destroys everything.
Yeah, I know, you're right. It's so nice to have a smart mother.
Isn't it, though? Don't hug me because I have a cold and I want to give it to you.
I love you. Thank you for being there for me.
I hope my advice this time was better than the stuff I dished out to you earlier.
Oh, yeah. I just hope I can follow it. Vicky, I think I can be objective if you feel a need to talk about your doubts. I mean, being torn between Dad and Clint.
I'm not torn. I'm committed to my marriage.
Bye.
You are such a cutie pie.
Well, I picked out a female in case you wanted some more puppies down the line. You know, we can breed her.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, that'll do it, won't it? One puppy at a time will fulfill my longings for a baby. Boy, I am sure glad that your first wife didn't agree to something like that. Otherwise, Bo and Clint would have turned out to be nothing but a couple of old Labrador retrievers.
Renee, honey, I put in my time as a parent. Good or bad, I've done it. Now, you seem to be worrying about my heart all the time. You think it's strong enough to stand a screaming kid, 2 o'clock feedings, dirty diapers?
Asa, we can afford a nurse. Honey, you wouldn't have to do much more than love the little thing to death.
Renee, honey, you know, you're getting up in years yourself to be thinking about something like this.
Thank you, Asa.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Honey, look, I didn't mean I was going to have a baby myself. I thought we could adopt one. I mean, look, sweetie, it would enrich our lives so much.
Oh, Renee. I love you so much. I just hate it when I can't give you everything you want. But I'll be damned if I'm going to have an ankle biter running loose in this house. That is that.
Isn't that what you are? Oh, well, some good is coming out of my wanting to have a baby. You got a real home, huh? And don't you let him scare you. No, his bark is much worse than his bite. Besides that, he's weakening. He doesn't know it yet, but he is. Oh, Lord, I really hope he is. Oh.
Here's the note. Old Arizona Hotel.
can I do? Well, here's something real frightening. I have to ask myself if maybe I've been a little bit in love with her all along. I've just been denying it.
Max, I understand those kind of feelings, and I know how rough they can be. But you're clear in your own mind, right? I mean, about the fact that Megan is the one that you love and the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Right now.
Not Gabrielle.
Right now. Most of the time. When I'm with Megan, I am. Then when I'm with Gabrielle, sometimes I start thinking maybe maybe I never gave her a chance, but my son is involved. I keep
Max,
forgetting.
now you're talking about something completely different. And again, I relate to that. Right now, the only reason I'm even considering giving Tina another shot at this is because of CJ.
You've been in love with Tina for so long. Did she really kill it this time, Cord?
I don't know, Max. Sometimes I get so angry with her. You know, I think about her coming back here to testify and not telling me. I think about finding out that she has been subpoenaed by Herb, and that's what's forcing her to come back, and it drives me nuts.
Good reason to be upset. Speaking of our kids, I want to get home and see my son before he gets to bed.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Max, you know, Megan is just about the best thing that has ever happened to you, pal.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who thinks that way. A lot of people feel the same way I do. Believe me, you do not want to throw something like that away because of an obligation you're feeling for your son that is spilling over to Gabrielle.
Hope to God that's all it is, Cord. An obligation. Not love in any way, shape, or form. Listen. Give Tina a chance, huh? She may really have an explanation that makes sense.
Deborah kind of went over all the possibilities there, and none of them seemed to float. In fact, some of them didn't even sink too good. I think it's going to be real tough when Tina comes back. Come on.
Hello?
Clint? It's Vicky.
Vicky. You know, I almost called you not more than 20 seconds ago.
Oh, why didn't you?
Well, I'm not sure. Or maybe I am and just don't want to say it. How's the kids?
Oh, they're fine, thank you. Although Kevin knows that this trip of yours wasn't just to go and see the Old West. He's very worried about us.
And I thought I'd done such a good job of dispelling that notion. It's really nice out here. I'd forgotten how much I missed it, how much I love it.
I'm glad it's been good for you. I read your note, of course.
Yeah?
And I'm very sorry that at the same time that I decided separation was not the answer and headed home, you headed out west.
You wouldn't even speak to me.
I know, and I regret that terribly. I'm sorry. But I was very, very angry with you, Clint. I was so angry because you thought the worst about me. And also because you hit Roger.
I know. I regret that. I know I have a terrible temper, and I don't mean to lose control.
I know you don't mean to, But you do. And it's not the first time. I guess I'm kind of afraid that one day I might be the one you lose control with.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Don't... Vicky, don't say that. Don't even think that.
Look, I'm trying to explain to you why I went up to the mountain cabin and hid there. Oh, Clint, to see you like that just breaks my heart. And it made me really afraid of you. I couldn't deal with you, and I couldn't face Roger, and I didn't want to talk to anybody. That's why I went up there. But if you're willing, I think it's time that we talk about our problems. Are you completely committed to staying out west, or could you come home and talk?
And talk? Well, of course, if you want me to come back, I'll do it. I'll be on the next plane tomorrow.
Good, I'll be here.
Okay. I'm glad you called, Vicky. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, Clint, I love you so much. God, I hope you know that.
But what do you want to talk about? Is this goodbye or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give drinks away for a week to get my customers back. Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. I really needed this.
Well, I'm not Andy, but maybe I'll do.
Yeah, where have you been? I've been calling all over for you.
Been around. How are you?
Terrible. Until you walked in the door, and now I'm getting better every second.
So why are you yelling at Andy?
Oh, just thinking about all the money I'm losing because she shut my place down, but don't worry, she's not here.
I heard it was a pretty heavy day in court. How's Gabrielle taking it?
Pretty weird. It's the only word for it. She's more concerned with her future with me than she is about what the court's liable to do with her. But listen, how are you doing? Look, I'm real sorry that I left before you were finished taping. I got an emergency phone call from John. He was panicked. He said that Gabrielle was going on the stand, and I really had to be there in the courtroom. Hot tub scene go okay?
Yeah.
I really hurt you, didn't I?
No, it's okay. It's fine, really. You wanted to be there when she went on the stand, and you were, and that's good. Look, can I move back in with you?
I never thought you really moved out. I thought that was just a one-night stand at the waterside because you were angry with me. Shoot, your side of the bed isn't even cold yet. Megan, I love you.
Well, are you willing to publicly proclaim that love?
What do you mean?
Well, the whole Eastern Seaboard knows about your love for Gabrielle. How about equally proclaiming our love?
Well, that's fine with me. What do you want me to do, interrupt Fraternity Row with a personal announcement from the producer?
No, I don't think you have to go that far, but you could wear this in court. Well, will you do it?
Sure, you want me to put it on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I can wear this one.
Oh. You sure are. And is Max Holden ever one lucky guy?
Would you like another cup?
Yeah, actually, I think I would. I tell you, Deborah, I think you're making a convert of me. I really like this late afternoon tonic.
It reminds me of one of my favorite tea stories.
Oh, yeah? Thank you.
It was when I was coming home from work and I had this art project that I had to do.
Uh-huh.
And I was about 14.
Right.
And I came home from school and I had this knife and it was really sharp and I had to cut this thick piece of cardboard. And I had my arm on the cardboard like this and I got the knife and I was cutting down like this.
Yeah?
And my mother watched and said, "Hello, darling, hello," and she startled me.
And guess what? You didn't cut a straight line, did you?
No, it was worse than that. I caught the knife and I cut all the way down my arm.
Ah! Ooh.
My mother was great. She got to town, she wrapped it around my arm. She said, "Oh, darling, well, I think we'd better have a cup of tea before we go to the hospital." But actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought. All I had to do was have some stitches, but if you look closer, you can just see a scar. Just
Yeah, you sure can, can't you? Tina.